welcome to Tech Tips with Cameron. Today we are going to go from taking a concept in our mind, something that we're going to teach, and put it through the ringer of AI to showcase how quickly and how effectively you can create a fulsome lesson for your students on any given concept. Okay, so let's dive in. Today let's think about grade 7, and today we're going to think about the concept of viscosity. Let's jump into Gemini inside of Classroom to see how we can get this process started. And remember, any teacher can use this, even if you're not using Google Classroom to teach your students. But as we're in here, what we're going to start out with today is we're going to get an informational text. We need some content for our grade 7 viscosity unit. And then I click Generate Learning Objectives. Perfect. I would double check these with my curriculum, but for my purposes today, those look excellent. So let's generate an informational text. Crucial consideration. Always check the accuracy of any AI-generated content. We need to make sure that we're keeping the human in the loop.
Keep the human in the loop.
This is an amazing document. I've read through it, confirmed that I want to use it, and now I'm going to export it to Docs. I can also directly give it to Classroom. Beautiful. And here it is inside of Docs. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy it and head over to Gemini. Now inside of Gemini, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this text re-leveled for the student in my class who's reading at a grade 2 level and the student in my class who's reading at a grade 4 level. This way, everyone will have access to a text and we will have differentiated for our students. Remember, giving a solid prompt is key to getting a great result. So I'm going to ask for it to re-level this text for grade 4, grade 2, and adjust the length appropriately while keeping core concepts. Paste in the content and let's see what it gives us. And there we have it. It's got a grade 4 reading level and a grade 2 reading level. So I'm going to copy that and take it over into my document so it's easier to see. Awesome. So now I've got the content that I can share with my students. And this is going to kick off my lesson. I'm going to have them read this or use Google Read-Write to read it to them. Now, here's the next trick. I'm going to use this content again to create a vocabulary list. Well, how do we do that? Let me show you. All right, so I'm back inside of Gemini, and inside of here we have the ability to just create a vocabulary list. So again, I'm going to tell it's grade 7, viscosity, and I'm going to upload that file that I created directly from my drive so it knows exactly the content that I'm using. And here we have it, a vocabulary list that I can use. So I've gone through and deleted the words I didn't think I needed, and I'm going to highlight the terms I have left over, the ones I really want to focus on. And here's another really fun thing we can do with this. I can head back over to Gemini, click on Explore Gems, and design a storybook all about this content. So here we have it. I'm asking it to generate a storybook that teaches the concepts of viscosity from the Ontario Grade 7 science curriculum, being sure to use these terms within the story, and make the story funny in a claymation art style, and include a teacher named Mr. Steltman. And here we have it, the case of the clingy sludge. We've got a book that we can read that goes through the whole process, telling an entertaining story that we can listen to as a class together. Now, once we've listened to the story, how do we wrap up our lesson? How do we find out if our students have actually learned the concept? Here we are back inside of Gemini in Classroom, and what we are going to do now is we are going to generate a quiz on the concepts we've just taught. And we are going to generate some learning objectives. They'll be able to define it, compare it, identify real-world examples, explain how temperature affects it, and how it connects to the movement or flow of a liquid. Exactly what I'm looking for. For this one, I'm going to ask for multiple choice and true or false questions. And here we have it, a grade 7 quiz on viscosity with 10 questions. And when I'm ready, I can click Export. I can export this directly to Google Forms. And here we have it. Our form is created, self-marking, for a beautiful exit pass. We can find out exactly the answers are there. We have an answer key. Each one is given 1 point, which you could change if need be. Every question is required. And now all I have to do is send this out to my students, whether by email or directly into Google Classroom, whatever works for how you are teaching. So to recap, for this lesson, we had AI generate us a text, checked it to make sure it was accurate, use that text to generate ourselves a vocab list, use that vocab list to build an interactive story, differentiated the reading so that it was available to all of our students, as well as created an exit pass for our students with 10 questions of check-in to make sure they understood the concept that we learned in class today.
Wow, that's a lot of learning.
Hope this helped. Remember, play, practice, and pass on any questions. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.